How's it going, everybody? Welcome to OP Entertainment. I'm Omar Darwish.
And I'm Pratik Cherian.
And this is our review of The Invite. This is directed by Olivia Wilde. Triumphant return after Don't Worry, Darling.
Don't even say that. People get scared. Stars exactly 4 people. It's Olivia Wilde, Seth Rogen, Penelope Cruz, and Edward Norton.
Yeah.
I may have got that in exact order as the poster.
Of appearance? Yeah. We're going to go spoiler-free on this. And please, if you haven't seen a trailer for this, don't watch the trailer. Just go see. Don't even watch this review. Go see the movie.
It's the kind of movie where a lot of the fun is in
just how it unravels.
How it unravels, how the night goes. And I think that if you have like inklings or ideas of where it's going to go, or if it's just outright spoiled for you, it's going to ruin some of the journey. And the journey is the fun.
Yeah, I feel like the way that this movie is being pitched, I think it could be setting you up for different expectations of what the movie actually is. So anyway, that being said, we've been ambiguous enough for Teak.
All right, without spoiling, but giving them something. What's the movie about?
Olivia Wilde and Seth Rogen play a couple, if you can believe that, and they have Edward Norton and Penelope Cruz over for just like a dinner date, kind of. Just like they're having their upstairs neighbors over to hang out. You know?
Exactly. They're trying to make friends.
They're trying to make friends, and yeah.
All right, Omar, what'd you think?
I loved this movie. At the first act, I was like, it's a little uneven tonally. Even Olivia Wilde's performance, I'm like, I feel like, does she even know what movie she's in right now? By the end of the movie, though, this movie is balancing 2 tones. It's comedy and it's drama, for lack of better. It's got some profound things to say, but this movie is hilarious, and that is its biggest strength. This movie is so funny. I was talking to you off camera about this. I don't know if Seth Rogen was more funny, or Edward Norton was more funny, or Olivia Wilde was more funny.
Let me answer that. It was Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
I'm not usually a giant Seth Rogen fan, but it felt like every line he delivered was the funniest line of the movie.
Great. It was, and you know what? Do you think it's the script, or do you think it's improv? Because the way that these lines were being delivered, it felt kind of clunky at first, like they were reading lines off of a script, but it's kind of gold. Like there's
some moments where he gives like almost like snide comments to himself,
that
like are just so funny that if you told me those were improv, I'd believe it.
What else do you want to say about this?
No, I think the writing is super sharp. It's funny, but like you said, it's balancing this like what the movie's trying to say. It's a movie that's really about I guess in a word, like relationships.
Sure, yeah.
And so I think just the things that the movie has to say about that, while still being as funny as it is really, really a credit to the movie. It's really a testament. I had a great time.
Yeah, I feel like other than being a comedy, this is weird to say about this, but it's almost like a timeless, profound story about the human condition and relationships. Like, I know that sounds crazy to say, and maybe you wouldn't think that going in. But yeah, by the end, I loved it. I really loved it.
It's a really funny movie that you can't bill as a comedy. Like,
I think you could. I think that while there's some deep, heavy stuff in here, it is first and foremost a hilarious comedy, right?
I just feel like it's one of those movies where, like, if I told you, like, hey, we're gonna go watch this comedy, like, this is not the movie you have in mind.
Sure, yeah,
you know what I mean?
You might. Yeah, it's tough to recommend this if everyone's like, let's go watch like a really funny movie. I mean, at the same time, I want to recommend it, but like, it depends on the group of people that I'm being.
Exactly where I'm going with that. Like, it's not just the like, hey guys, you want to see this really, and
I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, it's sophisticated humor, because it's not at the end of the day for a lot of it. It's just great.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's well written and it's funny and it's clever and it really strikes. I think, especially in the beginning, I think a lot of the humor also just comes from those very like everyday realities and those like awkward moments that you have.
Yeah, the awkwardness, you hit it right there. The awkwardness of this movie is so great. And like a lot of movies try to do awkward and they succeed, but it's not, it doesn't feel as genuine as this.
It's awkward funny, not awkward cringe. Yeah. And I think that's the thing I really liked. Well, at the same time, like, just also having a lot to say.
I want to shine the spotlight real quick on Edward Norton, because this is the best I want to say he's ever been. This is different from any other Edward Norton role I've seen. Fantastic. Just, I don't want to give away too much. His character is genius.
He does some good work.
I guess
I think, for a movie that really only has 4 people in the cast. I think it's impressive how every single person in the cast just brings it. Like, there's not a weak point. Really.
Yeah, we've talked about a few movies this year where it's like there's only a few people in the cast. You got to give them something, and like these characters are fully fleshed out, have full. I mean, maybe not all of them have full arcs, but they all get a lot.
They all feel like real characters. Like they're complete characters.
Okay, I'll push back on that for a little bit. They do feel like caricatures at points, but that's because this movie's not afraid to movie sometimes.
Okay.
And like I mean, some of this stuff is like you wouldn't see it in real life, right? Some of these conversations, but I think because the movie is grounded in like the situation, I guess the relationships feel so real. That even though some of this stuff might not ever be, these words might never be exchanged in real life, it feels genuine because of, I don't know, the script is so good. This movie is so good, guys.
It's very, very good.
I don't want to say too much about it because I feel like I'm going to tiptoe into spoilers. So
yeah, I think we're ready to score it.
That's I didn't say that.
I'll say that I do have one gripe with the movie, just one. I think like you were saying, like the movie kind of has this balancing act between like what it's trying to say while also being like really, really funny.
Yeah.
And I think towards the end of the movie, from a tonal standpoint, we kind of hit this like very abrupt like wall in transition, and I thought that was too jarring in a way. Like it. Like there was a moment where it's just like, wait, am I in the same movie I was just watching like 5 minutes ago? And to me, I think that transition could have been handled more smoothly. I think that's really my only complaint.
I tell you what, I agree with what you're saying, but I'm so glad that they chose to do that, to have that shift, rather than most movies would just, okay, they'd be like, we don't want to lose them, hit them with a joke at the end just in case. You know,
that is fair,
and like, and this movie commits to that adds to the realism of it, right? Like, it is just like kind of a goofy comedy for a lot of it, but once it gets that shift going without getting into it, I think that's what gives it the depth and the realism that it almost like paints the whole movie with like a different brush, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give it a 10 out of 10 before I lower it or God forbid go higher. This movie was incredible. It's gonna be tough to beat this movie. Yeah. As far as comedies go, I don't know. I can't picture laughing. We saw this with like a fairly packed audience,
decently full.
Everyone was laughing. This movie got everyone. So yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The performances were great. This is probably the best I've seen Olivia Wilde, Edward Norton. Seth Rogen's done so much great stuff that like it's tough to really like say this is his best performance. But I mean, it's really good.
But you know, you could realistically toss it out there without people thinking you're crazy.
Yeah. I love this movie though.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay.
And yeah, maybe I watch it once or twice more and bump that up to a 10. I had such a great time.
Do you think you will see it again in theaters, or?
I don't know about in theaters, but I think I'll definitely watch it again.
I might check the AMC app, and like if it's a packed house, I might go see it just to see it with like a big audience. Like I want to hear the world laugh again. You know.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
All right. You want to take us out? You want me to do it?
Go ahead.
All right. So, well, that's all for us. Next week, we've got a little indie film that you may have heard of, or maybe not. Yeah, tiny director. Something called The Odyssey. So, we'll be back next week with that.
Yeah, original story.
There we go. We'll see you guys.